Ladies and gentlemen, the American cheering Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. Well, Nikki Haley is staying in the race, even though in South Carolina she's going to lose by over 30 points. She says she's going to stay in the race all the way until Super Tuesday at least. She claims that it's going to be her or Kamala Harris as the next president of the United States. By the way, when these ladies and these young generational people talking about the new generation, you know what I think about? Yep, that young generation of George Bush, Barack Obama, and Bill Clinton. They really did a great job for us, didn't they? No. Trump, he's dropped the following names as potential vice president: DeSantis, Donalds, Vivek Ramaswamy, Tulsi Gabbard, Kristi Noem, Tim Scott. It won't be DeSantis. That's what I think. Donald Trump did an interview, town hall, with Laura Ingraham. Went very well. He got a lot off his chest. He looks very good and very healthy. And one of the things about it that cracks me up is the difference with the dynamic of him and the energy versus Joe Biden. I mean, it is night and day. And speaking of that, Trump said with Laura Ingraham, let's debate. He's ready to debate anytime, any place, anywhere, has an obligation, so forth, so on. And as he pointed out, Joe Biden is never going to debate. He'll have brain freeze so many times during the debate, it would be hysterical. And of course, that's going to be a real problem. Even people like Bob Costas on Bill Maher. Bob Costas, the big liberal, saying that he sees this as complete failed hubris on the part of Joe Biden to think that he's going to compete with Donald Trump. And it's the selfishness of holding on to power. California budget, you ready for this? $70 billion plus budget deficit in California. Why would we want to elect this guy instead of Joe Biden in light of how terrible he's done in California? A memo's been released where Blinken, all the things going on in the world, he's worried about manpower. Manpower is the wrong word to say. Gentlemen. I mean, you can't make it up. It's why we're in the place we are in this world. Tucker says that Boris Johnson would do an interview, but he wanted $1 million. Shameful. Absolutely shameful. Letitia James, she's something else. She's saying she's ready to seize those buildings if need be. See, let me tell you about Engeron, Letitia James, Fannie Willis, and all of them. What they know is it doesn't matter at the end if they're victorious or not. It's the process that they're trying to do damage to Trump. And of course, it's boomeranging on him. Thomas Massie, Marjorie Greene Taylor, and I forget the other congressmen, lost their appeal to the United States Supreme Court relative to the mask rule at the House of Representatives. Chris Weiss and Thomas Massie bite the dust. Love to hear it. The Kansas City murders. 2 adults, not juveniles, have been charged with the murders. All right. Frozen embryos, according to the Alabama Supreme Court, are human life to be protected. Walmart is going to give $2 billion plus to buy Fizio, I don't know how you pronounce it, the television show. Roku TV shares dropped. The IRS wants you to narc out anybody you know that's doing something illegal. Unbelievable. COVID vaccine, the largest, it was, I think, done in New Zealand, the largest study of the COVID vaccine ever. I think they like millions and millions of people. Determined that there is a negative effect on your brain, on your cognitive heart issue, heart and brain. There is a difference. Secret Service. Joe Biden falls on the small steps, big steps, any step. Now they got to have a Secret Service agent there to catch him. Can't make this up. 7 in 10 Americans lack basic knowledge of how government works. Does that shock you? Doesn't shock me. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, American cheering Bulldog Nation, welcome to Eric Deters Local News. Well, Price Hill, there was another shooting. Don't have any names or anything else, but more murder in Price Hill. And then meanwhile, we have a Covington stabbing. This character right here stabbed somebody in Covington. And then we got this character right here. This guy, James Yoder, got sentenced to 31 years. Guess what? He not only raped the woman, he stole her prosthetic leg. Unbelievable. And in local news, rest in peace, John Elfers. John Elfers, this is an older picture of John, of course. John died 92 years old. He was the county attorney forever and ever. I got tons of John Elfers stories, some good, some bad, some funny. But the bottom line is John Elfers was a political icon through the 60s, 70s, 80s in Kenton County, and county attorney forever. Anyway, also in Kentucky news, Boyd County found a dead body. Don't have any more news to report on it right now. A dead body in Boyd County. For those of you that don't know the state, that's down Ashland way. All right, and in Ohio news, Dennis Adams has been disbarred from stealing money from clients. You know how much jail time he got? None. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Check out Eric Deters' Weekly News. Ladies and gentlemen, American jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to Eric Deters' World News with Jamie Spindley. But Jamie Spindley is still riddled with the flu. Why? Because losing to me so much in chess reduced his immune system to nothing. Do you believe this guy? It's Wednesday. He was all sick last week, this week. Unbelievable. All right, let's get to the news. 2 people died and 2 others were injured in The Hague, Netherlands, when a bridge under construction collapsed. The incident occurred in Locum, resulting in a tragic industrial accident, according to Dutch officials. Norwegian MP Marius Nilsson nominated Elon Musk for the Nobel Peace Prize, citing his defense of dialogue and free speech in a polarized world. Amen. Nielsen also highlighted Musk's Starlink satellite internet constellation's role in enabling communications for resistance fighters in Ukraine. The World Food Program halted food deliveries to isolated northern Gaza due to increasing chaos amid the ongoing war, raising fears of famine. With 1 in 6 children in northern Gaza acutely malnourished, the situation is dire as aid operations face significant challenges due to security concerns and overwhelmed relief workers. Guess who caused all that? Hamas. Israel's airstrikes near Ghaza, Lebanon, sparked fires and thick smoke, signaling escalation along the border with Hezbollah. Witnesses reported hearing loud booms and seeing black columns of smoke. While Israeli airstrikes in South Lebanon are not uncommon, strikes further north indicate heightened tensions in the regions. Folks, if you watch the Eric Deters Show, Eric Deters Local News, Sports Without Boundaries, Pop Culture, and This World News, in about 20 minutes a day, you get all the news you need to keep up on everything. Not a bad deal, is it? All for free. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. I'm sure Spindley will be sick again tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, American jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to Sports Without Boundaries. Short show today. Creighton upset UConn. That's the biggest story in sports last night. Creighton's number 15. UConn was number 1. 7 UK Kentucky basketball players participated in an NBA All-Star game. 7. Duke doesn't have that kind of record. This is a great marketing arm for Calipari. Cruz, Eli De La Cruz, hits a foul ball out of the park, breaks Hunter Green's window. Hunter Green says, "You're paying for that." Cruz says, "No, you make more money than I do." That's a funny story. And God bless Kasia Rigby. She's the great skier, died in Kosovo in a avalanche. May she rest in peace. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. UK plays tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, American jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to Eric Deters Pop Culture. Porky's. Remember Meat from Porky's? Big old guy, 64 years old. He passed away after an emergency heart procedure. Beyonce's Texas Hold'em, #1 in the country music charts. I want to comment about this for a minute, all right? First off, you know what? Don't share my same politics, but you got to respect what they do. It's kind of the way I feel about Taylor Swift, you know? Taylor Swift ain't my kind of gal, but you got to respect the success. I decided to listen to the song, watch the video. It's really good. I understand why it's #1. Now, John Schneider and some others were upset that Beyonce's interfering with the country music. Well, let me tell you something, folks. It is consumer driven. If Beyonce wants to cut some good country music and wants to invade country music and get part of that market, that's her American right to do it. Just like we have country music stars cross over in their music. That's what Taylor Swift did. That's what others do. Garth Brooks, on and on and on. You know, Beyonce has the right to do country music. And I'm telling you right now, Texas Hold'em's a good song. Video's good too. So there you have, by the way, the cover, not very country. But you know what? It's a good song. All right. The tallest man right here, and that is the shortest woman. Can put her in a shoe. Doesn't it make you feel uncomfortable? It makes me uncomfortable. It's kind of like one of those carnival scenes where they had, crazy people, But anyway, tallest person, shortest person photographed together. That's it in pop culture today. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.